Ever faithful, ever sure, Eugenia Sintimedi. Present and in class, Kwame Adom, Evans Komladovo Aristo in Koforidia. The Germans have surfaced. Emmanuel Houston, good evening, my brother. Frederick Frimpong Bafi, OEB Estate. Ladi Ayenine, the legendary. Kelvis in Awoshi. There's one in Kolebu. Stephen Jampo, I see you. Shem and Asantua mixing Yabua. Bros Barbecue. Maxwell Edu Ochery. Tofik is here, and I see you, Tofik. The Canadians are here, Yogi and family. Well, Canada here is a very, very fine place. I have to add it to my bucket list. Nanayawa Machi Opoku from Koforidia. Asking for a friend in West Hills Mall. West Hills Mall. Mamiesi. Mamiesi in West Hills Mall. All the way from Lashibi is Vivian. Good evening. Abusa Jackson. Good evening. I see you. Saturday Jam Sessions. Unleash the rhythm at Saturday Jam Session. Join us every Saturday from the month in the forecourt at West Hills Mall for a sensational musical experience. Let the live tunes, mouth-watering dishes, and refreshing drinks help you unwind and celebrate the weekend. Don't miss out on the party. Let's make Saturday night a celebration of music and life. Tetewayo Samson Osmosis Community 7. Nana Kwame Obrimpong from Bachona. Unfold inside Winneba. Good You, Sarah. Vetima Rasibido in Texas. Mbabwating, head of the economics department, University of Ghana. Mr. Stephen Agla, good evening. Lined up today. What a declaration I have to make. My boss says playtime is over. Folks, we start the way we start. Until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. And you know, I'll say that again. Folks, I said until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Hello and welcome to the most opinionated hour on radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. I am Nana Ansah Kwao IV, Chief of the Little Republic of Akwemu Edumasa. And I say thank God it's Monday. Every Monday right after News Night, we meet here on Joy Night 9.7 FM. And when we meet, folks, we perform one of radio's favorite ritual. And when we meet, I can say it's a conversation for patriots. It's a conversation for the discerning. It's a conversation for the forward thinkers. Welcome to the ritual I call That's My Opinion. Folks, our topic today, honest moral hypocrisy. Honest moral hypocrisy. Let us all gather and make truth good. Folks, today's topic is a topic that I would have preferred, some sociology or psychology PhD holder to deal with. I mean, it's well above my pay grade. But in their absence, let me do my best. Honest moral hypocrisy. What do I mean, folks? Folks, according to the Edumasa Dictionary, hypocrisy is saying something or believing something while your actions are the opposite. Hypocrisy. Folks, saying something or believing in something, but your actions are totally opposite. Moral, folks, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, and I quote, is concerned with principles of right and wrong behavior. Folks, it may be in the water we drink, the air we breathe, maybe the way we worship, how we were brought up, or it could be how we are schooled. I have not been able to put a finger on it. But there's a great majority, folks, who live in a world of their own, cocooned from reality and insulated from the happenings of our times. Folks, in communication, there's something called dissonance, where people will disagree, will attack the message or the messenger. And that's what seems to be the in thing, folks. Constant attack of messages or messengers. The substance of the matters does not really matter now, as to whether people believe in what they are saying or defending, whether they are just playing to the gallery. The jury is still out, folks. You tune on, you watch TV, you listen to the radio sometimes, in the print, and you wonder, this is an adult, this is an educated person, this is somebody who's gone through life. Asema Oken, does he genuinely believe it, or is just playing to the gallery? Folks, Ghana is blessed with culture, very colorful and rich and diverse. As for that, I doff my hat to us. Folks, during festivals, when, all the colors and cultures come to play, it's just so heartwarming. You go to naming ceremonies and traditional marriages, and if you were to dig and find out what the processes are, and you see how thoughtful our forebears have been in thinking through our way of life and culture, it's all there. You don't have to reinvent it. Culture, folks. Ideas and customs, social behavior of a particular group of people. Culture. But the danger is that you can also develop culture. You can also start a new culture. Apart from the one, it's just as dynamic as life. So for what I'm trying to say is, until we face our demons, until we confront our woes, until we open our eyes and stop all this hypocrisy and holier than thou, stop turning a blind eye, folks, we may be creating the very culture that we hate. We may be creating the very culture that we hate, or maybe we have even created it. Now, I know this subject, is a subject that we love to hate. You go everywhere and we love to hate it. But I don't know if we actually hate it. It is just the hating aspect of it that we love, but not the folks, I'm talking about corruption. Now, my main focus, or what I'm trying to get at, is how come we are all so trapped? That's why initially I was thinking if I could get some, PhD in psychology or somebody to try and explain to us how we can all be so trapped. Why can't we do anything? So it is well established that the method by which flag bearers are elected is openly fraught with malpractices, with several millions exchanging hands. So how come, folks, the country is all calm and waiting for the next phase, which will be even more expensive? Where is the public outrage? Folks, I have said this, that this kind of system that we are operating, at best can give you a good manager. But here we are looking for a good leader. Honest moral hypocrisy. Folks, the system we have, bribery and exchange of monies and unexplained too much money from nowhere will be an imbaby. This system, at best, folks, you can get a manager. Somebody who manage nyamani kakraka will manage it. But what we are looking for is not a manager. We are looking for somebody who is a leader. And that's why I'm saying that you and I are becoming hypocrites. How do we expect to get a leader out of this system, which is openly on TV, on radio, everywhere, blatantly in our faces? Has it always been like this? Or have we become like this? When did it start? Where the whole thing becomes who pays the most becomes the manager. Don't even want to use the word leader. Now we are moving to the next phase, as if all is well. But in truth, we have just set the ball rolling for further and better looting. Over invoicing to pay back, kickbacks, kick front to balance out what has already been spent. That is the blatant truth and the fact that confronts us. All we have done is just opened ourselves for more trees to be chopped, more forests to be mined, more roads to be constructed at astronomical prices. That's all we have done. We have laid the foundation for that. And yet we are sitting down for that dream country that we are looking for. And then we complain, and we complain, and we complain. Why are we complaining? Folks, if the politics is wrong, nothing can be right. If you get the politics wrong, and if you're getting it blatantly wrong as we are, folks, nothing can be right. And this is very wrong politics. And somehow we hope that out of this would emerge a Messiah. The Father Christmas Messiah who spends all that money and says, I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Folks, if the candidate paid those millions, the question now is, where did they get it from? Where did they get it from? If the so-called volunteers and party supporters and whoever it is paid, then what are their interests? Folks, what are their interests? And their interest, isn't it any good to us as a country? Have they paid in that money to come and set up a Silicon Valley in Ghana? Have they paid that money to come and train us in technical and vocational? Is that why they paid the money? Or to further loot our forests? And we sit down and can't say anything? So we sit here, folks, destroying our nation with polythene bags. Polythene bags. Nobody can lift a finger to say, listen, enough is enough. This polythene business should stop. All decent countries are stopping the use of single-use polythenes are being stopped because the detriment to their nation is too much. But importing things that can be easily produced. 2 months, we import. Could this be some of these mysterious funding be why we can't take some of these decisions? Who knows? Could these funding be why we are unable to take certain decisions that even kill us? We build a refinery and bypass the refinery and go and bring in fuel. Even if your refinery can do 2 gallons and you need 10 gallons, why don't you even bring 8 and just refine the 2 gallons? But no. We'll go and bring in all the 10. Could this be some of the reasons that we are setting a foundation for further unreasonable policies? Folks, this is why these political funding should be tracked and declared. Otherwise, people will punish us for their selfish interests. So I'm asking, is it that just because no blood was spilled, everything was okay? Where is the national outrage? Where is the national sense of disgust? Have we not gone through enough? Everybody crying, Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana, a blessed country, Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. But haven't we gone through enough? Where from this level of hypocrisy? From a people who profess morality, clergymen, religious gurus, big chiefs, lawyers, all in the mix, as though there is no cause for alarm. So the country is literally divided, folks. It's literally divided. Those who can't even afford rat poison to end their lives, that's how destitute they are. And those who are living it large and sometimes at our very cost. Folks, people who are living on tax money, living like Arab millionaires, staying in 5-star hotel, flying business, getting, serious per diems on tax money. And last week I was saying that we as a people should also determine what we want in order to choose the right person for the job. We should be able to determine what we want in order to choose the right person for the job we want done. But it's as though we are very confused. Folks, it's as though we are just blinded. And anything goes. Anything goes. And as the saying goes, if you don't know where you're going, any road will lead you there. So I'm turning the arrow on us, you and I. What do we really want? But if I had any legal bone in me, I'll march straight to court and test the law to say, something, all these elections to be nil and void. There's enough evidence. First, it was just hearsay. But now they are, brazen enough to come on air and say that, listen, I got my X amount from him and X amount from that. That should declare the whole election null and void. Null and void. It's illegal. It's in the laws in the country. So why are we all quiet as if say, we're just moving to the next phase? Oh, let's look for a running mate. Running what? First one to crash here. First one to crash here. Why can't we be bold and say, this is wrong? This is not right. Because nothing good can come out of this. Nothing good can come out of this. It's impossible. Whoever it is going to emerge as a leader, your hands are tied. Your hands are tied. You are in debt. You owe people. And we are going to give you our resources, our money, for you to use to go and pay the people who brought you into power. So, folks, how do we get a leader out of this? And why is it that we haven't got that public outrage, that courageous people say this thing was just absolute shambles? Complete shambles. It was just a showcase. It was just a concert party. It's not done. But somehow, we have gotten into this culture where we're unable to break free even if it's killing us. You go to, some of these flood victims. I just got a video where some DC or somebody saying that they brought so many, gift items, but Unisko beto petrol na or nyamana komao. I mean, are you serious? We've just blown 140 million trying to find out who should lead the party, and you're telling me you don't have money for fuel? I mean, it doesn't work. Here is Otunfo begging people to go and build a hospital. And the very people who are supposed to build the hospital are splashing money to lead a party. Folks, it is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. And if we don't start saying it, they will rub it in our face. Debia, sir. We cannot build the nation on wrong foundations. We cannot start on this absolute, it's just so wrong, folks. And I'm just looking at where this public outcry will come from. I'm told the OSP has now, kick-started some investigation. Good on him. Good on him. I hope he calls these people to say, look, Jack, come and declare. Because if the monies came from, wherever the monies came from, tell us. Tell us. Because, look, people are struggling, folks. Can't afford to pay hospital bills. People can't pay the daily snacks for their children. Just say 5 cedis will be to your 10 cedis will be to your cranium money bird and you school to crash. Anything. It's hard. So we should look at our situation and the difficulties in the system to be bold enough to say, Charlie, this is a no-go area. But I don't see why we can endure all this hardship and still just keep quiet. Sanity, sacrifice, and common sense. Folks, sanity, sacrifice, and common sense. Folks, this is what we want. This is what we must want. I just heard the Speaker of Parliament cancelling some trip to, Kwao Rock City. I'm going to have a discuss the budget. Somebody has just given you the 600 million. You're going to sit at Rock City to do what? Folks, sanity, sacrifice, and common sense. This is what we must want at this time, this crucial time. This is what we must want. But talk to me, maybe you want something else. Zero 0302 216 541. I know Martin Pebu, what just why wabre. But it can't be him alone, folks. 0302 216 541. Who's my first caller?
Nana.
Yes, sir.
I'm getting tired though. I mean, how many times should we say? Anyway, you see, this very year, I think it's one of these candidacy things, and one of them were complaining heavily about how they took some sums of money from him and they didn't vote for him, and he said he was going to take his money. Up to now, I don't know what happened to it. Really, if people are being bribed and we are justified to be, people are bribing others and they are justifying it to be transport. If you have transport to somebody, why don't they give it to the party for them to give it to the people so that it won't be tagged with a name? All Marco Krekuman is returning a 50,000 that he's saying he came from the Baumia team, and the people are now coming at him that he didn't share the money to them, and now he's returning it. Hey, Ghana. Now maybe you $1.5 million.
Your tag is still going up.
Oh, it's going up, Nana. You see, we are selling our future, our children, our unborn children's future for taking change. And we are not seeing that. That's my worry. Do you understand? We are selling it for taking change. That's 100 cities, 300 cities. Even if it's 1,000 cities, we're doing it for how many days? Nana? Taking it for how many days? And you hand over a whole resources to one man. Hey, the power in man. No, but no wine. Then you are complaining. Tell me we should open our eyes. So you didn't add common sense to the list you mentioned.
There was common sense, though. It was sanity, sacrifice, and common sense.
And for wisdom count.
For wisdom.
For wisdom count. Because it's needed, Nana. Okay, let me go for someone to come.
I hear you. Thank you very much. 0302216541. Hello, who's talking to me?
Yeah, hello, this is Kofi Mensah from Techinungwa.
Kofi, let me hear you.
Yeah, Nana, the very people, the public you are calling to cry over this, are the very people who have agreed to establish this kind of phenomenon. The truth is, you see, during this NDP election, some of the candidates say some of the delegates refused to meet them because they were not given enough money. Anybody who doesn't have money to give this delegate, to give people who are from the public and have formed a team of delegates, anybody who is not giving them money means the person cannot rule or lead any party. So, I don't know, it is endemic, and I don't know how we can take this phenomenon out of the public. And the public will not cry over it because it's like everybody endorses it, everybody likes it. I don't know how we can take it out. It's only few people, very few people who don't like it, but many people want somebody to give them money at any point in time to vote them to a certain position. That is the problem.
And thank you very much. And it's a big problem because you see, the end result is that we want the Ghana we want. Some equity, some health, education, roads. And so how do we get that? How do we achieve that? Hello, who's talking to me? Ajma, let me hear you, my brother.
I hope you're doing well.
I'm good.
You are talking about system. You had a police case, and the guy is at large. And the police personnel is telling me that if you get him, tell him that when he travels to outside the country, it will be easier for you to arrest him. But once the person is in Ghana here, it's difficult to arrest that person. That's one side of the system. And today, some guys were making some certain analysis that if you were a mate of a certain trustee and you are not able to make sales, now you say the trustee is 40, so they should buy new engine for you. You can make more money. Does it make sense? You are in a country where our leaders, this time around, I'll say our leaders, because all of us don't have the power to choose who should be the flag bearer. So if somebody like Mahama, who has been chastised and crucified for a lot of errors, has been the obvious leader, and now the one also chosen on the other side happens to be with a certain group who promised a lot but couldn't do anything better for us, then we don't have any option to make better change because we, the electorate, don't have the power to choose whoever. And instead of staying away, we should at all costs vote. So what happens? Ghana is in shambles. I'm crying for the leaders, next leaders to come. And I big up yourself for your great presentation.
Thank you very much, my brother Ajima Joseph in Community 9. We vouch for hyenas, yet complains when the flock are devoured. We simply can't choose the best or least of two thieves, MPP, NDC. Never again should any Ghanaian vote MPP, NDC, or Alan. That's our only factory reset button. Shem Mixing Yeboah Bros Barbecue has said this over and over and over and over that this duopoly would eventually kill us. 0302 215 0302 216 541. But, I think I need to find a lawyer and test the law. Just declare any elections that has any evidence of money exchanging hands, just declare it null and void. I have to test the law. Test the law. Because it is the law. Hello, who's talking to me?
Hello,
Yes,
good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, Abu Mohammed is my name. I'm calling from Japan.
Let me hear you.
Yeah, the solution is simple. Let's just stop voting. That's just a simple thing. We say we have a problem with machine, kidney dialysis machine. Look at the money people spend on election. So this thing is very, very simple. We allow these people to do what they do. We pay for the road before we drive on the road, and the road is not good. So the money we pay, where is that money? And sometimes people tell me that it is our fault, we Ghanaians. How do you blame me who don't have anything to do with the tax? We put people in position. You see, I tell you that these people, they know exactly what they must do. They go to the meetings with big people. How it is done everywhere, they know more than you and I know. So what should we? It is set up for them. They intentionally want to do the thing in their favor. Today we are Muslims, we are Christians. When you have the truth, they tell you that when you go to the court and you don't have money, you will never win your case, even if you have the truth. So where is our God fearing? Nana, thank you very much.
Thank you very much too. Hello, who's talking to me?
Hello, Nana. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Kofi. I'm calling from Medina.
Let me hear you, my brother.
Nana, this situation is not going to change. If we have a situation where parliamentarians are able to retire 10 times within their life, I don't think it makes sense for anybody to retire more than once in their lifetime. You go for your first 4 years, you retire, you get your benefit. You retire again, you get your next benefit. Until we're able to change this philosophy, we are not going to develop as a country. Nana, I rest my case here.
Thank you very much for calling and thank you very much for listening. Hello, who's talking to me?
Good evening, Nana. This is George.
Where are you calling from, Sir George?
From Adenta.
Let me hear you, my brother.
Nana, this country is not going anywhere with this kind of leadership. The people have lied to us and they are bringing another liar. Have a good evening.
Good evening to you too. Okay, this is actually a love letter from Joy FM to you guys out there, right? So bear with me. And it's a Joy FM a loyal listener. From the depth of our hearts, my colleagues and I are here at Joy FM. Wish to say a very big thank you to you all for supporting us and for staying tuned to our brand. Our biggest motivation is knowing that you are always tuned, listening and engaging. We cannot thank you enough. God bless you. As part of our appreciation for your continued support, we are bringing you the Joy FM Loyal Listener promo. Just send us a WhatsApp message on 055 1111997 055 1111997 and tell us why you love Joy FM so much. We would love to know how long you've been listening to us, where you listen to us from, as well as which of our programs, presenters, projects, and events that are your favorites. You just might be one of the lucky winners of the many amazing prizes we have for you. All expenses paid trip to Dubai, weekend stays at Maha Beach Resort, family time vouchers, and weekend stay at Labadi Beach Hotel, and some really good treats also from the Chichi Hotel. We are indeed grateful, and remember, we love and appreciate you. Joy 99.7 FM. Your radio for discerning listeners just like you. Who's talking to me?
Hello, good evening, Nana.
Good evening.
Shem.
Bro.
Yes.
Now,
Nan-
I know your position, right? But what I am trying to find out is why is it that we are all trapped? Why are we all trapped? I don't know. I haven't been able to suss it. I need to actually maybe go and find some psychology teacher or somebody to help me. How can we be all so trapped?
Well, first off, we are not trapped. It's an illusion, right? They've made it sort of an illusion for us to think we cannot choose outside of them because then it means that Ghana never say. But under the administration for 32 years, we have not seen the best. Nana, what they do constantly is that they make us feel as if it is between these two political parties. One comes and has the resources to get to 1,000. Obey one. The next one will come and do 1 1/4. No, I will create that perception in the Ghanaian eye. Said, whilst you have the available resources to get to 1,000, and we the populace, we are the ones doing this. Let's stop that. Like, I don't know how best to say it. Look, Kwame Nkrumah them, even for them to sack in quotes colonial masters, it wasn't impossible for them to do it. They did it. Today, we say Ghana is free. Are we really free? What is really Ghanaian about the Ghanaian economy? How many Ghanaian banks do we have? How many shopping malls are Ghanaian? How many big brands? We are living in a country of foreigners are still governing over us. Therefore, what do? We need to break that chain. The only way to do it, Nana, as it stands now, both NPP and NDC, they have shown us, say, all the flag bearers for these two political parties, Charlie, they cannot. We simply cannot do that again and then expect that the best will come out of the other presidency, end of deck. Presidency, end of deck. Now, Mahama, 1 year, no matter about the tribune. Now, Obi Ore vice president to tell us that now he's coming to do his best. What's best? Let's just call a spade a spade. Even though we might not be morally upright. Nana, Oko baby no bishop or left. Now, nipa 1,000 shop left. Now, Bakubi, shop left. I'll bet you wave your head and look at that person's face and say, why are they? So, let's push them to the side and let us look for somebody. It's not that person is coming to solve our issues. No, the country would breathe. These people are parasites and Ghana is the host. They are just bleeding us. They are just killing us.
Now, who will be able to brave this thing that you keep saying? Who will brave it?
Nana, time we do independent candidate in Baba. We will all see that Charlie. And you say the person is coming to solve our issues. No, this person is coming to break away that system. The MPs as well, we should vote independent candidates in there because they are not doing our bidding. You see, that is the only way. And you say we expect some Albert Einstein. No. Just we should all incline to some certain individual based on something. Let us just push this through to the side. We cannot debate with them.
Hello, who's talking to me? Sorry, sir.
Great King.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
It's been a while.
This is Papa Ansah.
Let me hear you, my brother.
Yes. I like your submission. You made mention a lot. You said you want the OSP to take the matter by the election that MPP had. Great thing. You and I know that in this country, when you take something to court and your party is in power, it will not work.
This is a perception. I mean, 1 or 2 may work. I think we have to test the law.
Great thing.
Yes.
You can test the law, but it will not work. Because I don't want to mention names, because I know instances that have happened and it didn't work. Look at Mahama now. We have great
ideas. We have great leaders. When they go to opposition, they have the mind, they know the solution to Ghana's problem, but let them come to power. Right now, as we speak, let Baumia go to opposition. Baumia will get all the solutions right now. Baumia will beautify Kolebu right now. But you see, I've said time and over that there is something on that seat. That presidential seat, there's something on it too. Nana, do your own investigation. You will say it one day.
Thank you very much. I think after there must be something on the seat. There must be something really contagious on the seat. But I think it's the way in which people get onto the seat, and that's why I'm doing today's show. The way in which people get on the seat. The stakes are way too high. People's hands are tied behind their back. They are indebted to people with dubious interest. And how do you lead? And I'm saying we know. Yenim. So Yenso, why are we so handicapped? Why are we just sitting and just waiting for the bomb? Because that's what's going to happen. I'm not saying the leaders in persons are bad. I don't think so. I'm not saying the leaders in their persons are not exposed or not traveled. No. They are not educated. No. They have all these qualifications. So it must be the system with which they go through to attain that leadership that absolutely messes them up. And if we can sit back and change it so that the stakes are not so high, so that this money system, CDD says what? You need $100 million to become president. $100 million. Now me and Sako are jumping up and down, K. If you charge me $100 million and give me the presidency, you've messed me up. You've messed me up. Because what's going to happen is that people who have businesses that haven't got a good interest in the country will fund your campaign. And so when you win, you can't tell them to stop digging the forest for gold. You can't stop them, stop making plastic, stop importing rice, you can't, because so you can't just turn around and say, now you want good governance. Good governance from where? When I was giving you the money, didn't you know about good governance? But there's just too many of us who are quiet. That's my concern. Too many of us just too quiet. It's all done. Oh, your weird face one. Oh, congratulations. Really? We can't give up hope. Some people say, no, you always talk and but we can't give up hope. We can't give up hope, folks. Maybe if we had another country, we have Ghana and Niger, Niger, fine, then we give up hope in Ghana and move to Niger. But this is our Ghana. Now, so crowded, we are so unfortunate that we don't even speak French. We just do the English. And just yeni baby akrako. It's either you learn to swim because you're hitting the beaches, or you learn to speak French and find a country to go. We are so in a peculiar situation that we have to make our system work. And we have all the recipe to make it work, including peace. In spite of all this and the Muslim religion and Christian, we have never had any issue with interreligious harmony, nothing. Country, even in heaven, I don't think the chief imam in heaven will go to a Catholic church to celebrate his centenary. Even in heaven, they will learn from heaven. They will learn from us. Where chief imam would go to a church to celebrate such a milestone. What more peace, blessing, harmony supersedes this? None. And in spite of all this, we are unable to forge forward, then there's something seriously wrong. Congratulations to you, Wifey. Philanthropic Awards and Charity Night, Maiden Edition 2023. Theme honoring humanitarian heroes and empowering change together. Honoree Ohenere Giftianti, congratulations to you for your hard work, being noticed. So wherever you are, work hard because you never know who's watching. Kofi Hayford has got really soul-searching, heavenly songs for us to redeem us from our plights. The elegant and eloquent Fosti in a lovely white outfit is about to give you your news bulletin. Abe Kusan Kofi was on the ones and twos. I am Nana Ansah Kwao